Fans, please turn your attention to the field as we head down for the Jim Leyland Marlins Hall of Fame induction. And now, FanDuel Sports Network Florida analyst, Tommy Hutton.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us today for Marlins Legend Hall of Fame induction ceremony as we celebrate the legends that have left an indelible mark on this franchise's history. What a thrill it is to be with you on this historic day as we celebrate the greatness that has shaped Miami baseball. Some moments in baseball are unforgettable. Some figures in the game are irreplaceable. And some legacies are simply undeniable. Today, we honor one such legacy, a man whose leadership, passion, and grit became the heartbeat of a championship season, a man whose career spans decades, cities, and triumphs. It is now our privilege to welcome into the Marlins Legends Hall of Fame, Jim Leyland. James Richard Leyland, a native of Perrysburg, Ohio, stepped into the Marlins dugout in 1997 and helped make baseball magic in Miami. In just the first season as manager, he led the Florida Marlins to a 92-70 record, and more importantly, to their first World Series championship. It was a season that defied the odds and delivered a championship to South Florida. Leyland's fire, his experience, his authenticity helped bring a young franchise to the pinnacle of the sport. His 2 seasons with the Marlins left that mark, and it lives on today. Jim Leyland's managerial career spanned over 2 decades. It includes stops with the Pittsburgh Pirates, the Colorado Rockies, and the Detroit Tigers. He amassed 1,769 wins, good for 18th all-time amongst Major League managers, which included his Hall of Fame induction. He guided teams to 8 postseason appearances and was recognized with 3 Manager of the Year awards. And while World Series glory is a manager's career highlight, Jim Leyland has not just 1, but 2 historic championships on his resume. The 1997 Fall Classic with the Marlins and the 2017 World Baseball Classic title with Team USA, making him the only manager to win both. In 2024, he was elected to the National Baseball Hall of Fame by the Contemporary Era Committee, becoming just the 24th manager inducted. Today, we are proud to recognize his place in our history as the steady hand and fearless leader who brought South Florida its first taste of championship baseball. Whether you knew him for his trademark stare from the dugout, his unfiltered honesty in interviews, or that unforgettable chicken runs at midnight score in 1997, one thing is certain: Jim Leyland is a baseball lifer and a Marlins legend. Now direct your attention to our video board.
My contributions to our beautiful pastime pale in comparison to the joy it has brought to my life.
Master strategist and motivator, galvanize youngsters and veterans and win a World Series title. Melded a reassembled Marlins team into world champions in 1997.
That was my saying when I went there. I said, you know, we got good players and everything, but do we have a good team? And I said, the only way we will is have one heartbeat. I told him before the game, when we walked in the clubhouse tonight, we were going to be the world champions.
A liner off Nagy's glove into center field. The Florida Marlins have won the World Series.
There are people from all walks of life here tonight. But I think this team exhibits what we can all do when we make up our mind to conquer any obstacles that we may have in front of us. God bless all of you. Thank you.
I don't know about you, but I'm inspired right now. We are honored to have Jim and his family and friends joining us today, along with members of the Marlins organization and many of his former players who are here to celebrate this moment. And now, with your loudest and proudest South Florida applause, please rise to welcome our latest Marlins Legends Hall of Fame inductee, manager, champion, Hall of Famer, Jim Leyland.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. And I want to start by saying to you fans, you wonderful fans, I hope that you don't wait too long and tell your friends about this new Marlin team that's playing some of the best baseball in the National League right now. And congratulations to their manager, Clayton McCullough, for doing such a wonderful job. At this time, I'd like to thank Bruce Sherman and the entire Miami Marlin organization for this wonderful, wonderful, and most prestigious honor. I was shocked, I was surprised, and I'm very humbled to get this award. It means so much to me. I'd like to congratulate Jeff Conine, Luis Castillo, and Jack McKeon as we all join one another in being in this inaugural class. And I'm so happy today that Jeff is here, along with Luis Castillo, Alex Arias, and Al Alfonseca, to come out for this special day for me, and I appreciate you guys being here. You know, everybody knows the ending to the 1997 Marlins season. It was a world championship. But a lot of people don't remember the beginning. And the beginning started in spring training when we went 26-5. And I was paranoid that we were winning so many games in spring training that the expectations were going to be through the roof. But we carried it on through the season. We got to the postseason, and we all know what happened after that. Everybody remembers Livan Hernandez. Everybody remembers Edgar Renteria's famous hit to win the World Series. But I want to tell you about another hit that was maybe one of the most important hits of the 1997 postseason. It came in the National League Championship Series against the Atlanta Braves, who, by the way, had 5 Hall of Fame players and a Hall of Fame manager named Bobby Cox. And in Game 5 in Pro Player Stadium, with the score tied 1-1 in the 7th inning, Mr. Marlin himself, Jeff Conine, got a base hit up the middle off Greg Maddux to win that game 2-1. And we went on to beat the Braves in Atlanta a couple days later. One of the biggest hits in the history of this organization, without question. I want to thank all the fans that came out today, and I hope you keep continuing to come out to see these young players and this very, very exciting Marlin team. I'm so proud to have been a part of this, And in 1997, our motto was one heartbeat. And if you've ever seen a World Series ring from the 1997 team, on that ring, it says one heartbeat. My heart goes out to you today for being here. This is one of the greatest honors I've ever received, and thank you very much for coming.